Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. It's showtime. Wow, it is. It's 4 seconds into it. Look at all this. So, this is Blueboy Brown Comics, Adventures of a Family. Hot diggity dog. Let me get rid of this little thing here, since I got my show placard up. I was messing around with this yesterday, and this was uncolored, as you can see. That's what it looked like a few days ago. Then I put my tone over it. I put my watercolor layer, and then I colored it some yesterday. And let me get rid of myself. I'm not that important, I guess. And make this a little larger, and then this a little larger, so you can actually see what the heck I was doing. Not that one. Where was I? No, reset it. Okay, good. This one. I have two screens, so sometimes I get lost. So I did my clouds, and then I started messing around with this. So I'll mess around with this a little bit more. And then I'm going to work on page 125. 127, I think I already did. 127, look at me, 127. Yeah, there it is. I got 127. I don't think I put up 128. 128 I haven't messed with yet, so maybe I'll mess with that tonight. Won't have enough time to get everything done today. But I was thinking I was going to work on this a little bit. Maybe accentuate the color of that young feller's his pants. Can't be blue-green, because that's not what nobody's wearing blue-green back in the 1860s, but this might help. Need to find a way to make this guy's that's not what I wanted. I'm a boo-boo. Look at that. Yeah, just a little brighter, so that you focus a little more up. Do like that. Focus a little bit more on that central figure. Right now I'm teaching my college students the language of art, because our goal is to write art criticism, which is a foil for being able to write. Just, write. And so part of the language of art is how do you design something so people look at the thing that you actually want them to look at, instead of the corner of the blah blah blah, whatever you're doing. So that's one way I'm doing it with this guy. Is probably shouldn't make it that much. Let me see if I can. Yeah, maybe that, like that. But if I do that, I have to do a corresponding uptick on this guy's gray suit. So how do you make gray to something that would, well, first thing you do is you make it a cool color, a cool gray. Against all that, let me see. Okay, 34, 34, 34. So that's sort of if I made this 40, Cyan, okay. 45. Yeah, a little more. A little more cool than warm. And then against that warm background, that's going to pop out. Because that's the hope that it'll pop out. It's not going to be crazy. It's going to pop out. And I got this over here. Better make this a smaller brush. And okay. That didn't work too well. Well, not the worst thing that ever happened. Okay, now I think I need to key up that little color there. Make it a little more yellow. Just to heighten some of this up. Don't want to get too wild on it. We'll go back and tamp it down in a second or two. What you're trying to do is one of the main properties of color theory is that when you have all this muted color around and you put even a smattering of pure color, the pure color is going to draw the eye. You might have noticed that's not the way the world is built. That's the way that we build worlds in the world of art. Okay. That's looking more like what I wanted to do. Okay, now let's play around with some other stuff. This is not going to take too long. It's not a particularly difficult thing to do. Okay. Now, I was playing around with this down. As you do. I say I gotta play around with this guy's hand because he seems to have an extra thumb. I don't know how he got it, but an extra thumb. Now, I will warn you that Facebook has completely screwed up live streaming. StreamYard has put a notice up on their interface for creators that Facebook's trying to fix this, but right now everything's messed up. Yeah, it's a little bit better. Kind of, he's got a sort of a squirrely looking hand, but it's not meant to be pure realism. Let me give this guy some yellow hair. He's in the comic. That's not what I wanted. In the comic, this is sort of like a variation on the panel where Grandpa, in his youth at the Battle of Gettysburg, kills a Confederate officer who's about to skewer him with a saber, which I don't show here. I just, can't show everything. And so I'm doing a bunch of variation, variant covers based upon extrapolations of scenes that I've done in the comic. That's going to be a big deal. And then I'm going to, as part of my Kickstarter campaign, the original art, which is done on Bristleboard, and then I bring it into Photoshop and I play around with it and everything. I'm going to make that as one of my tiers. Of course, if it's an original piece of art, there's only one uh, reward you can get. There's only one tier on that. So that'll be one of the things that I'm doing there. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I need to get this up in the next several weeks. Probably, I told years originally I was going to do it middle of July, but I got sidetracked I got sidetracked. I was given a college course to teach with a second round of teaching during the summer, and that was when I was going to do my Kickstarter campaign because I had nothing else to do. They hadn't scheduled me for the second one. Then they, I guess because of the pandemic, a teacher dropped out, didn't want to do it, and so they called on me because I'm one of their go-to guys. I always just do what they want me to do. Teaching's not that difficult. If you've done as long as I have, it's not something that you cry and moan and say, "Oh, how am I going to do this?" You just do it, and it's, So that's when I was going to do it. So I guess maybe October 15th be a good time to do it because that way, what is it? Oh no, this is give me about a month to maybe I do it. I don't know. Yeah, I probably should be. Maybe this first week of October. So what I need to do is go on to Kickstarter and just set it up, and then I can do plans, set up my tiers and all that stuff. Not tears for fears, but tears. Real tears. Well, we want to keep as much of black as we can out of this. I don't like black since it's not a color. Oh yeah, this is going to be gray. Yeah, gray. Trees aren't brown, they're gray. This is my trim area. Go all the way to the edge and then it'll lopped off. And maybe I can do some drawing over this. I'm just going to win the color layer at least. I have made a few boo-boos occasionally to obliterate my tone area or my coloring on my line area. Anyway, so if Facebook's got everything screwed up, I'll know today. Today I did my third experiment to see whether or not I could go back to my old way of doing my broadcast because I was getting lots of views. I don't know how long they were viewing them, but they were at least looking at them. Whereas you get down all the way from 400 or 500 to 8, you say, there's something wrong here. I'm not sure I like this. And so StreamYard has admitted that Facebook says they have a problem. We have a problem here, Houston. And so they're trying to fix it. We'll see if they ever do. Let me get rid of that little thing there. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. Okay. And then I can go over this. This is done as a very, very loose sketchbook drawing. And I liked it so much, I said, hey, this is my cover. A variant cover. It's not the cover. The cover I have in mind something along the lines of a big fight. Like I do have a part of the book in which Blue Boy uses his size as a way to gain respect. He is challenge. He's this 12-year-old kid, and he challenges all these big bruising lumberjacks to arm wrestling and feats of prowess, and he beats the living tar out of everybody. And so they give him grudging respect. I guess that's how it's done. You have to understand the mindset of working class men in just about every setting. When I was in undergrad school and all that stuff, I worked an awful lot of manual labor with an awful lot of manual laborers. There's all types of posturing over one's prowess with this and that. And so it makes sense that this kid, even though he's a newcomer and he's big as a house, he needs to get some respect. And so that's how I'm going to do it. Okay. What's it look like over there? I can't make an exact same thing. So, well, a hair. Right there. And then just change it a tiny bit. And we have some little bit of variation here. I need to clean this up a tiny bit. I don't want to just blend it too much because then you're not going to get a whole lot of spatial resolution. Oh yeah, I got somebody watching. Let me see who it is. Where it is. It's on Twitch. I got a regular Twitch follower who I appreciate greatly. More power to you, bud. No. I'll put this back in there so I can get a real look at how this is going to look. And let me see down here in the line. I should call this line. That'll help. I should make some adjustments. Just little things like this bother me. If I plan it, that's cool. If I don't plan it, well, it's not cool. So it looks like I'm going to have to do a Kickstarter campaign. I was always going to do one, but it's just at that point where I have to get on it. Anyway, I'm only a month away from having this whole thing done. It's over. It's going to be over. I'm working on what, page 128, 129, something like that. And this is only 148 pages. And I'm planning on 5 pages a week now. I was doing 3, and then I decided to do 5 because I'm at that point where it's okay. Let's get this done. I've got the story set up for the second book. I know what's going to happen in the second book, even with the rewrites and everything like that. I know what's going to happen. It's a bone chilling. A lot of this has been kind of halfway funny, with a little bit of seriousness in it. There was a murder. but we're getting some heavy stuff now, which I start to write about real evil, not just. I mentioned this to a writer at DC or Marvel, something like that, some on Twitter, that I don't do space aliens. I have my doubts as there are such a thing. I don't think there are space aliens. I'm not into. I read all the UFO stuff when I was a kid. You know, speaking of science fiction, so of course you looked at UFO stuff. Sorry, there's too many things going on. You would have to create a real major scientific innovation. I'm talking about an innovation that is light years beyond what we can do to combat gamma rays, destroying the occupants of any spacecraft. So, and the distances, you really just cannot imagine the distance between star systems. It's beyond your wildest imaginations how big the universe really is. So space aliens, that's nice little fantasy thing. Great for Orson Welles and War of the Worlds and everything. But there's real evil going on here that's a lot bigger than General Zod or Thanos and you know. I know those are metaphors for something else, but boop-a-doop-a-doop. That's coming along. This line here. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm gonna put this my thingamajigs over here and see what I got. That. Oh, hit a lot of that fun stuff, didn't I? What was it? What was it? This? Ah! Oh, I hit all the fun stuff. Oh well. Oh well. Well, okay, now I know where the fun stuff is. That's what that looks like. Maybe a little too active there. Let's get rid of some of that. Maybe a little too active, just. Okay. Okay. No, 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 no. I'm gonna look into this thing and seeing. Huh, okay. Every time I do that, it does that. I go to another screen, it'll just give me this incredible blow up of the weight of the. You see, I was just scritching and scratching here, which is not so bad because once you reduce the size of the drawing, because your everything is reduced in comics and actually all publications reduce the size of their original down to a print size. You It tightens up anyway. You don't have to get it too tight. You don't have to worry about that. And play around with this, make these stand out a little bit more. And I want to use a little hatching here. I want to kind of avoid cross hatching. Cross hatchings for when you want to model things real, real deftly, like. But right now, I'm not interested in modeling, which would probably bring a little too much um, attention to that one part, and maybe I can. But here I can because I do want to model this a little bit. Do 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 do. I'm gonna push that sucker back a little bit. Okay, and Play around with that. Around with that little bit of this. The horse's muscles are, but they got a lot of muscles. Okay. Okay, a little bit of contrast, I think, in this horse head might help. So I'm going to play around with a little bit of darker marks in the horse's head, not going crazy or anything like that. Just enough to make him stand out a little bit. Okay. Okay, see there. Okie doke. Do 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 do. Let me see. Put up my banner because promoting my newsletter, which tell you everything I'm doing and give you a lot of information on what's going through my head when I'm writing this stuff. Because the art stuff is sort of like something I've done for many, many years, but the writing stuff is always something of a challenge. So I've gotten where it sort of like flows out of me. And all I really have to do is organize it. Mainly it's organizing. Oh, well. That looks sort of interesting. Maybe I could play around with my clouds a little bit. Do. And I don't need that big. Don't want to be too distinct because you want them to stay in the background. Let me see. Uh, leave him alone. Okay. Oh, I wanted to mess around with this guy's skin color because it was a little bit kind of washed out. Let me find some skin color for that old boy. I guess that'll be good enough. And do something with that. Okay. Save that. And I got myself a variant cover. Looks pretty good. Even if see, I gotta make sure I don't have the, yeah, it's okay. D. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Amazing. Okay. So, okay. So now let's go on and take a good hard look at ooh doo 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 doo. I have to do a printout of this. Here's 125. Okay. Yeah, having a little argument after uh, the night of the storm. So Grandpa's still a Ryle character. More like Spryle character, I think is the right word. Spend years cutting down trees, you develop a little bit of physique. Probably why he had 67 or so. He can go out and get himself another wife. Okay, there's Ma and the twins. Ma's not too impressed. Okay, what's going on here? Uh-oh. I sort of like I have a, yeah, I saw a mistake there. have him. There's something of a. Okay. And erase that little thing right there. Okay. Okay. Back to doing that. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do that. The old Dodge tool. Take off these headphones. Just use them as a microphone now. Woo. So it's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Ooh, I got to teach today. It's always fun. Rattle a few cages, which is half of teaching is rattling cages. Get people to wake up and smell the coffee. Okay. Could draw this a little more carefully, I think. Oh well. Had to redraw this entire face. It's a little too it just didn't look like Ma. Ma's got a particular look to her. And so you gotta be careful. You keep things correct. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to go back to looking at not that page 120. Do I have page 123 up here? Yeah, there's 123. Let's see if that's. No. 124. 126. Look at 126. Well, sword. I just looking for the color of the walls and stuff like that. That's all I'm looking for. The color of the walls. That's going to be the color of the walls. Color. Multiply. Getty. I can start. Oh, marks the brush. Okay. So if you were looking for this, you couldn't find it. Well, Facebook's having problems with their live streams. Isn't that great? I tried to find a live stream on Facebook recently, and I knew it was there, and it just said it had nothing there. Nothing there. Several days later, it said, "Come look at ours. If you missed this, because Facebook messed it up, come take a look at it." So now you can take a look at it. Oh boy, oh boy. Well. Mm-hmm. And I'll just use the bucket tool to make my life a little easier. There we go. And I do the same thing down here. And better do it back here too. So I got my COVID-19 test results back. I'm a negative. I can go out in public without worrying about this or that. I'm still paranoid as all get out. I have a friend who contracted COVID-19. She got encephalitis. Had a tough time remembering anything for a few days. She had to be given a massive dose of steroids to reduce the inflammation in her brain. Not particularly interested in doing that. So I'm going to be real careful. Facebook's messed up thing. Nobody's watching on Facebook. I used to get at least some visitors on Facebook, but now it's just like you look over there and there's nobody. So at least I know, now I know it's not just me, because you don't go from 400 or 500 people watching and then you go down to 8. It's crazy. No reason for that. That's one from one day to the next. It's been consistent for about the past week. Facebook seems to be only just in there, and it may be their new layout, which everybody seems to hate. I know I don't like it. Thought the old one was just fine. What was wrong with the old one? Seemed to have messed everything up. Be helping your competitors, but guys. Okay, back here too. Looks like I'm gonna have a consistent background color. Let's just fill this in. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, the arthritis. You know that Jim Steranko gets on Twitter every Sunday night and opines about all types of stuff, answers questions. Real friendly guy. Which, considering that he's one of the giants in the entire history of comic book artistry and writing, it's pretty remarkable that he's such a friendly fellow. Reminds me of Joe Sinat. May he rest in peace. Just the sweetest guy. Just the sweetest guy. Never got to meet him, but interact, saw his stuff on Facebook and how he treated everybody. Just the nicest guy. Wasn't full of himself at all, which is should be kind of the norm for comic book guys. We're all just a bunch of teenagers that never grew up and love comic books. let's get some skin color in here. We'll use that right there. Might as well start at the bottom. I think I have a slightly smaller. I don't know if I want to do the bucket tool here. I might want to use the bucket tool. Make sure this makes life easier. But to do that, I gotta surround. We gotta isolate the eyes. Yeah. See if I can do that. Well, that's pretty. Yeah, it's a little bit more reasonable. Okay, the other one looks like she had a sunburn. Okay. I'll create some a little more dramatic color effects when I get into shadows. I never did shadows on that cover, did I? What would happen if I did shadows in that cover? Huh. No shadows. Where's the shadows? Shadows. None. Huh. Let me see. Do 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 do. Okay, get that out of there. What if I did shadows? Not gonna have to be a whole lot of difference, I don't think. Like that. Don't think it does that much for it. Do you? Nope, I don't think it does that much. I think I pretty much figured that one out just with some color variations and line enhancing. I think I'll just leave that alone. Okay, we're back in what was I doing? Oh, flesh. Skin color. Still got one person watching on Twitch. Facebook, you should be sued. You got the lawyers, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Well, do 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 do. There's a little anime over there. There's Paul. I may have to work on him a little bit. I just sketched him in. So I do like to keep things fairly simple, but they may be a little too simple. And Okay. Yeah. Okay. Back here. See how long we've been doing this. Let me get back into stream card. It gives me a 56 minutes. That's pretty good. I'm going to do about 2 hours a day. I have to teach class at 2 o'clock, and I want to have time to do some prep work and maybe take a cat nap. Ooh-dee-doo. Okay. Second book's going to be gut wrenching, even for me writing it. So I'm going to deal with real evil, not hypothetical, real stuff. Even though it's set in the 1914s or 1910, the teens of the 20th century. I might as well say it like that. Teens of the 20th century. But evil doesn't change its face very much, since evil is based upon the desires of human beings to dominate other people. That's the realest, the worst evil. Some kind of weird distortion of pleasure. The greatest pleasure is peace, being able to live your life in peace. That seems to me to be a bigger deal than getting it up over people. That. Oh, anyway, I want to do that. But the people do. Look at the world today. Everybody's just about acquiring power. Where do people get this stuff? How rich do you have to be before it's enough? My favorite quotes of all time is Pope St. Pius X, who said, "I was born poor. I have lived poor. I want to die poor." Which in actuality means I am not controlled by money and wealth, and power and fame. I don't need it. I have something else. You know what it is. Great, great, great man. You might say, well, he's Pope. Hey, he had all that stuff and everything like that. Popes don't own anything. Popes don't own a dang thing. We know. This will start coming together when I have all this uncolored stuff starting to be filled in with noticed I tried to start a watch party last night. Couldn't find any buttons that says start a watch party. So this new version of Facebook just stinks. Really just, it just blows. Oh well. Gives me more of a incentive just to get this out to print. Yeah, mess with Facebook that much until I start promoting the second book. Oh well. I'm sure the coding has its drawbacks. We can certainly see that. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. I feel like Bob Ross. Hey, look at that, look at that, look at that. I'm going to fill that in. Yeah. Okay. So, what did I do with the rest of the colors? Well, there's one. Okay. So you got to be real careful to this. Necessarily have to fill it in. Just leave it like that. Okay. Now we have stairs there again. So let's go back and look at this. And that is the color. I guess they'd spending money on beautiful colors for their carpet. They had a carpet. It's just gray. Floor slats, who knows? Haven't asked that question of the characters. Or their house. Down here, I think I had down here. One of the girls' faces down here for some stupid reason. Why? But it did. Fix that. Look how messy I'm getting, dude. Oh well. So, what is this side of the? I guess it could be that color. I'll just make it that color. We got that. Here. Yeah, I decided that this color had to be that color. Oof. Let me get some coffee. Okay, so well, I guess I'll take this and I'll make it darker. Okay, I'll make this 25, 46, 66. Yeah, about 76, 56. Okay, better. By just doing this whole area here like that. There's no law against it. Mhm. Okay, I did the same thing over here, so I'll do the just kind of and it's not that much darker, is it? So what I'm gonna do? So maybe I'll make it 45. Yeah, or cyan. 55. Yeah, yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's better. Okay. I guess we could just use this color down here too. So I have two variant covers done. I'm trying to get two more variant covers done, and one will make the, instead of a variant cover, just be my cover. I think I know what I want. I want a fight scene between Joby, not from between Blue Boy and one of these lumberjacks. And I'm going to just keep on doing variant covers. And if I reach stretch goals, I add variant covers. I have original art and some goodies like posters and stuff like that that I'll use as on different tiers. Da 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 da. A little bit smaller brush there. Maybe I should enlarge it. See, these are real loose, kind of sketchy drawings, but when you get down to print size, it'll all tighten up. Early on, I was doing kind of tight drawings. I decided not to do that because in the end, you're going to lose your tightness. With the, you can't get too tight. Oh, okay. Right there. So I've done all my background colors, my skin tones and stuff like that. Now, in order to create a little zip zap zing, I got two things going on. One, I got a redhead, a couple of redheads in here. That's going to help. Then, for some reason, Ma likes bright print colors, so we'll get some bright print colors in there. That'll create a sense of interest in those areas. Okay. Color of the floor. Okay. So here we got the twins. Their beautiful orange hair. Okay. Which is an analogous color to everything in the background, so it's not going to be that jarring. Then we'll have a cool color. That's a pure color. That'll be Ma's blouse. And that'll create an area of interest also. A little more. Okay. So, and just for the heck of it, I'll give hog gray pants. Oh, I forgot to give to Grandpa's. All this is skin also. Let me see. Okay. Joby's hair color. Maybe I should. I'd rather put the tone in there. Joby's decent hair color. Okay, and it's over here too. Okay. Yeah. Mom's got a pair of shoes on. So there's some shoe color. And just the tiniest bit of more color there. Now, the and the twins are wearing. Yeah, just like blue green dots. So here's what happens if I do this. I have to worry about overlapping because you got an eraser tool. As long as you don't overlap another color area, which will cause you problems. Could use a pattern tool, but I don't like those. Just look a little too. It looks smart. Flatten everything out. Okay, and use that eraser tool to give a little logic to this. There also, and there, and unfortunately, I have to mess around with that right there. Good. Okay. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. No comments today. No comments today. And nobody. interesting. Oh well. So back to this little color here. Yeah, I can just do it like this. I can raise the brush size a tiny bit. Okay, what do we got here? That's in there. And pearls have to be wearing something interesting, though it's got to be in the, yeah, it could be in the purple range. Don't want it to be too purple, though. Let me see what I can do. You don't want any yellow in it. And let me see. About, let me try this. I'll try it. I'm being cute here because I know purple goes real well with orange. And I can always change it. Well, over here. There. Okay. And there, she didn't, her dress wasn't showing. this right here. Oh, looks like it's time for, yeah, let me see. This has to be colored in. I have to go back and make sure of something. I'm going to open it up in the cloud documents. Let me see how smart or dumb I am. Okay, we see. Should be up here somewhere. I don't see it. Dang. 86, 87, 88, 9. Skipped it. Where's 90? Dang. To do that, I guess so. Yes, I guess 90 or 91. Okay, open it up on your computer. 90 or 91. Not there. Where's 90? Where should I get my 89? What's this? Nope. It's got to be 90. Okay, where are you, 90? Boo, 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 boo. Huh. There's the wife. What you doing, girl? Hold on a second. Well, let me see. What in Sam Hill was I doing? Oh, look at page 90. Hmm. I think I could find it here. Not that one. This one. Yeah. Yeah, I had it right. Okay. I don't have to worry about it. Do. Well, not exactly right, did I? So I need to get that color. And that's actually, what I should really do is change the color of the other one. Let me see. Yeah, change the color of the other one. Yeah, nobody has pink wallpaper. I don't think so. No, where I come from. I do that when I make the print version of the book. What else do I have going on here that I have to do? Not much. Okay. Yeah, I'll put the shadows in. Okie doke. A little more cyan. Let me see. Yeah, it get cold. Do. I'll start out with Grandpa. Except I've got it at normal. Oh, I forgot to color Grandpa's lips. Oh well. These things you find out the hard way. Oops. There's the color of that dadgum door, which I didn't get. Well. Here's the door frame. Vertical lines are not my thing. It's on a Wacom tablet or not. I think I can handle otherwise, but not on a Wacom tablet. It's real difficult. Okay, with that, I guess I should put some shadow over him if I could just figure out what the shadow was. And hopefully it's this. No, it was, yeah, I guess. Okay, shadow. Yeah. Yeah. You clean this up a bit. Okay, a little more shadow here. We'll have a shadow in the background. We'll flatten things out. Okay. There's the girls. Whoops, forgot that girl's shoes and her dress. Dang. I'll fix that. Okay, let me see. Really need the tone layer over it. You don't really know what the heck you're doing. Okay, what we got here? Get a little bit of a racer action just around that nose. Oh, maybe here too. Okay. Okay, a few little things I have to do, such as, yeah, we'll give her most redheads don't have orange eyebrows. Play around with that a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah, the kid's dress and her shoes. I guess I could make him a variation on that color. Now, what am I thinking? I guess I could draw on it some. Getting towards the end of this little excursion into comics, so it's always fun to do a little bit of drawing. Oh, I was gonna play around with my smudge tool. Just to squish things around so it's not just hard edges everywhere. That's mostly the shadows, dang. It's mostly the shadows where we have those hard edges. We'll play around with that a little bit. It's not good. It's not good either. Down here, a little bit over here. A little bit over here. Okay. Do 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 do. Do do do. A little bit of over here, just to kind of give this little area a little more action. And maybe darken in Blueboy's hair. It's a little too pencily. Maybe I could do the same thing over here. Yeah. Oh, hmm. Make that perimeter, that contour here, a little bit more emphatic so that Grandpa stands out. It's kind of a nice little stretching pose I have on him. which we've all seen and probably done. Ooh, up, 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 up. Then we're in color, erase just this part here because. Okay. Huh. Down here with the shadow. Get the color also. What's this? No, that's not it. Here. I'm going to call that a day. Save that thing. Save. And I've been 2 hours into this. More than enough. And I did this, which turned out okay. Yep. And this. Looking at this. Where's 126? There's 126. So after this is this. Oh, and I've got a different colored dress on. Ma. Okay, I got to fix that. Okay, now which one do I fix? Huh, I don't know which one I like better. I'm gonna opt with. Okay, I'm glad I looked at this. Gee. Okay, that color. Okay. I'll go up here. And I'll fix these little problems. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Where did I put the? Oh, it's because that's the shadow layer. That's why it didn't work. Do this. Yeah, see if I can. Yeah. Use the bucket for that. That'll solve that problem. And over here, I'll do the same thing. What color? Okay, as long as it doesn't have any. Yeah. Shouldn't have any magenta in it. Okay. That's working. And do the same thing over here. Okay, cover those up. And same thing here. And then, oops. Okay. Save it again. Now 126 has ball like that. Which agrees with this. And the twins are wearing a red violet. I'm going nuts today. They're wearing a red violet instead of a yeah. Okay, that shouldn't be too difficult to fix. Yeah, made it a little less purplish. Yeah, so that doesn't look too weird. And now we got it to the point where I can say, okay, we can live with this. So, okay. Now, this color. Okay, open. I think a browser bridge. Bridge usually opens up in another window. Yeah. Let me see if I can find page 90. There's page 90. Yep. And that's the page that I used. That color. And I don't think I'll change it on the web version, but I'll have it ready for the print version. Yep. Okay. Yep. Yeah. This looks like I didn't get it. Okay. Now I got it. Okay. That does look better. Okay. So here we are. Did this. That's ready to, that's in the can. And I did this, which is in the can. And that'll be today. So I'll do 128 tomorrow because I got up to one. Yeah, I've got everything done. Huh. 126 got some interesting line weight. Let me look, see if I can mess with that over here. See what it looks like too, because sometimes it's cool to accentuate the line weight. That wasn't cool. I have to do it like this and actually see the dang. That's not cool. That's not cool. See, no, that's not gonna work. Oh boy. All right, that's not cool. That's not cool. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do it this one. Maybe I'll go over it and make it a little bit more emphatic, like this one is 26, 27. Let's see what they look like across from each other. No, yeah, this is 126, 127. Well, it's not that horrible. Yeah, okay. Okie doke. And let's get rid of this one, that one, that one, and all we have is this. So this is what we did today. And so here we have it. We're out of here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully Facebook will fix their mess up, but hey, it's not the end of the world. Everybody all right. Go to the newsletter. I got all types of weird things I'm talking about. You can see how an eccentric guy I am. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.